What are we playing today?
Oh, well, today is a special So I Bought because this is a So I Bought that I prepped for you.
And I have no idea what this is.
All right, this is a game called Opus Magnum. It works It works... You know what? What are your first impressions?
That it's going to be a strategy or puzzle-based game.
It is definitely a puzzle-based game.
Yeah. We were looking at the Steam page, and I was like, why does that look like Chinese checkers? And you're like, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
It's a mini game. I'm like, oh, okay.
You don't have to play it. So, we're going to jump ahead to...
We are in Chapter 2 right now. Do you want me to jump back to the beginning? Or?
No, jump back to... Let's see here. We're going to do... fourth from the bottom of the list on the left, explosive file. Hit that real quick.
Okay.
Hit new solution.
New solution. Okay.
Yep. Hit that.
Okay.
All right. Now hit open.
What are you showing me?
Close that. Hit escape.
Oh no.
Whoops. All right. So along the bottom there is new. Hit that. Boom, done, open. All right, so the goal here is to, you see on the left-hand side you have products?
Yeah.
All right, your goal is to make that out of the reagents you see below you. Motherfucking turtle.
The turtle's trying to escape from the tank again. So I have to do what with the what now?
All right, so if you click on products.
Products, okay.
Click and drag that to the board. All right, your goal is to combine your reagents into your products.
So I have 2 reagents of elemental fire.
Right. Now, if you scroll down.
Oh,
yeah, it gets a little more complicated.
Okay. All right.
Now scroll down. You see the little thing? Yeah, that one?
This one here?
Yeah. That turns the fire into the salt on the end of that atomic structure.
A glyph of calcification.
Right.
Okay,
so
I could put that there like that.
Right? And you see those arms?
Yes.
Those arms allow you to maneuver the reagents.
Okay.
Right?
So it's how to get them into the position and pass them through the glyphs.
Your goal is to logistically plot the stuff from point A to point B.
Oh, God. You haven't been watching the Spider-Man LP, have you?
No, I haven't.
You don't know how bad I am at puzzles.
All right, so good. some neat tricks. All right, so you dragged that there.
Yes.
Note that you can click on the little yellow circle on the arm, and you can extend it.
And rotate and extend. Oh, okay.
Noting that it is not a piston, which is
Oops.
It is not a piston type arm.
Okay.
So it is at a fixed distance.
Okay. So it won't. It's got once it's placed and set, it's not gonna. It's not gonna
other
change.
mechanical features. There are other arms to it.
Okay.
Right. If you look at the other arms.
Yeah, these ones here.
Yes, that does 6, 2, 3, and that one is a piston arm.
Yeah, a single-use arm gripper that can extend and retract.
Now
that sounds like a mechanical function, like literally hitting a switch, turning something on and off again,
kind of
like Redstone in Minecraft type of thing.
A little bit, but here's the kicker: you're gonna have to program those.
Oh no!
Right, right to the right of the piston arm, you have a track which allows you to maneuver the arms along that track.
What do you mean by track? What am I looking at?
On the left side of the screen, on mechanisms.
Okay.
That one. Now, if you click that and drag it over, all right, you see the little yellow circle?
Yes.
Now drag that somewhere.
Oh, just like, okay.
And you can place arms along that track, giving them mobility.
Now, what's the goal of giving mobility to arms?
You can do it with fewer arms, and you can make it a little more efficient. Now we're gonna close out of this, and I'm gonna show you a different solution.
Okay. So what do I do?
Just hit the X.
Okay.
Now close out of that one.
All right.
We're gonna go back to chapter 1.
Let's get back to chapter 1.
And
this is nuts.
Right. What we're gonna look at is health potion.
Health potion. Health tonic.
Excuse me.
Okay. New.
No.
No?
Click that. Hit open.
Okay.
Right. Now.
All right.
It looks complicated.
Yeah.
But if you hit along the bottom.
Down here.
Along the bottom lower left.
Here.
That's a step-by-step thing.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you hit play.
This is not what I was expecting that to be. I feel like I'm playing Frozen Synapse, but with chemicals.
Yeah, basically. And all of the movements you see there are based on the movement macros down along the bottom. Does that make sense?
Yes. On the very cursory level, I'm going to say yes, because I understand the theory, but I haven't had enough time with the mechanics to be able to go, yeah, I know what it is.
Let's check a different solution. So if we close that, a different material.
Okay.
Let's not refined gold. That one isn't. Can you check stamina potion real quick?
Stamina potion.
Open that up real quick. You just selected the thing.
Duh. Oh, Christ.
All right, so hit play on that.
I feel like okay, now I know what you felt like when I was like, "Hey, let's play Cultist Simulator."
All right, so close out of that one.
Okay.
All right. Close out of that.
Okay.
Airship fuel. That is the one I wanted to show you.
Okay.
Open that up. All right, this looks pretty straightforward, yeah?
Infinitely more simplistic than literally everything we've seen up to this point. So it's literally a machine. It's literally a machine.
It is literally an alchemical machine that takes your raw elements and outputs them to your desired outcome. Does that make sense?
This is crazy.
All right, so we're gonna start you off simple.
Oh yeah, simple, huh?
This is a little more advanced than where I was going to start you. So
okay.
If you close out.
All right,
return to menu. Go all the way back.
All the way back to the beginning.
All right, we're going to look at stabilized water at the bottom.
Okay, we're going to make stabilized water at the bottom. That's my speed. Like nothing.
Right.
It's literally just a line.
That is how that is the basic, that is how I chose to do it.
Yes.
Close out of that one.
Yeah, and then hit a new one. So this is something that is one of my personal failings, air quotes.
Okay.
Where multiple solutions, once I find the first one, I won't try to streamline after. It's just like, okay, this is the right way, and I'll just keep doing it.
Well, we're gonna run you through. I showed you a familiar one.
Now I think my brain is working. So excuse me a minute while I try a thing.
Absolutely.
Because I think I got some stuff going.
Just reminding you that there is no wrong answer here.
Yeah, but that's something that makes me go nuts. Is the idea that there's no wrong answer. It's like, well, of course, because what if you accidentally make gold or something? That qualifies as a wrong answer because you're asked to make water. This is a conversation that I've had before where it's like I like to draw.
Right.
And it's just like, yeah, you draw, and the example is like, wow, that's a great triangle. And I go, I don't care if the triangle's good. I was drawing a circle, and it came out this way.
Ah, I see.
So let's see. So this is something that we didn't cover literally at all, which is the
control scheme. That is how you automate that stuff.
And that's the thing that I was looking at it and going, okay, I think I'm starting to put pieces together in my brain.
All right. So what you need to know.
Glyphs of bonding. Is there a
when you have a glyph of bonding?
Yes.
You put the two elements on top of the glyph, and it binds them. It literally binds them as if it were, like a hydrogen, like a water molecule.
Right. Yeah.
Like it creates a chemical bond there. You have different shapes. understanding that you are
Unbinding
going to need
and multi-binding. Okay.
right. You are going to need the glyph of calcification on the board too.
Right, which is already out here.
Mm-hmm.
Now the assumption would be fixed length arm, fixed length arm.
You can scroll back through those and you can get your stuff back. You cannot put your items on top of each other. Other words of note. You're going to have an instance wherein you might be trying to. Oh, you can totally rotate those. I forgot to mention.
Now, how do I apply calcification to the water?
You literally, when you start writing your movements,
Yes.
you just pass the element over it.
Just make sure that the two things touch.
Yeah,
Basically. Okay.
One might, if it were me, I might slap down a piston arm and push the element over the calcification arm, or I might rotate it across the arm.
Okay.
You can also, there are all sorts of silly things. You have in that control scheme, you have different things going on. So how the control scheme works here? Yes, mind you cannot. You're learning.
Oh, I see. They're numeric.
They are numeric. So each
So I
arm.
have to move this over here, this over here. Play that like
before
that.
before you get too buried into it.
That's
remember,
rotation, but not actual movement, which means I would want to change this for this.
I want to curb you a second.
Oh yeah, sure, go ahead.
First, you need to pick the element up.
Yeah, which would be presumably what is this?
That would be the closed circle,
move.
which is the hotkey F.
Okay, there we go. So put that on there. Oh, I said put that on there. And that
Now
would
what you
be
can do is you can hold
grab.
F and you can click it, and you can click the spot on the actual. If you hold the hotkey and click on the actual code bar,
Yeah.
You can place those orders.
Okay. While I'm mechanicking over here, go through the logistical Steam stuff information, and while I'm looking over this, what does it cost? Who made it? If you know the developer offhand.
This is a game called Opus Magnum, as
There we go. Okay.
as the title suggests. It is made by the same developers of Shenzhen IO, which is a game about programming. This game in particular, I picked up for like 15 on a whim, thinking it's kind of up my alley. I already enjoyed programming to begin with, so this seemed like one of the a more diversified tool to teach the kind of ins and outs of programming. The developer, don't remember the developer offhand. Let me look at that real quick.
Okay. Now, what I'm trying to do is, so this is basically like circuitry in a combination with
Mechanical movement.
with mechanics and stuff. So let me see what I got here. Drop. Oh, I almost had it.
But you need to time it right.
It's not even that I don't time it right. There's no movement happening here because this isn't. This is a bonding section and not a.
And not the calcification section.
So what I need to do is move that over there.
Also, keep in mind, if you scroll around the actual, you can click the map and move it around.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a lot of space to play with.
Oh,
here.
I believe it. Absolutely. So let's see. So if I do it like that, then it would be... Well, I would have to give this another pace. Move this over here. Move this over here. This is the bonus, I think, of you working on video editing and stuff, is
Right.
the timeline makes immediate sense.
Right.
Oh, almost.
Almost. Just remember that every time it completes its orders, the machine
Grab,
will
move.
immediately zero out. So if you're looking to make
Where
a
am
more
I
complex movement, you are going to need to stagger your steps depending on what the steps are.
Right. So grab, move, move.
Don't forget to let it go.
Yeah. Release.
which would be the empty circle above.
Yeah, it's on there. It's right here.
Ah, gotcha.
So then I need to
another utility that you haven't checked out.
Okay, so now we're back in. It's been what, like 5 minutes tops,
give or take.
Yeah. What kind of horrible? I say horrible. What kind of wild solution have you created?
Well, I figured it would be more efficient to use a single arm and to write a bit to give it straightforward instructions. This doesn't actually have to be that far out.
Okay.
To give it a single line of code, as it were, in big, huge air quotes.
Yeah.
And what it does is first step, it picks it up, then it drags it over, then it shakes it, then it drops it again, or rather brings it down.
Takes it to the bonding station, and then does a full rotation over and drops it off in the solution slots.
Ooh,
or it's
what
supposed
did I
to, anyway.
It's supposed to. Hang on.
Nothing's perfect.
I had a
we
working
didn't quite
solution.
go into the overall objective, but basically, from my moderate understanding of this mechanically, is you want to achieve the solution of creating in this example was purified water, correct?
Right.
Stabilized water.
Stabilized water.
And in order to
salt
do that,
water.
what you have to do is with the reagents that they give you, you have to achieve the product value, which is the water and what is that, salt variable.
Yep.
And you have to do that with a machine, basically with an automated machine system that you have to step by step create in theoretically the most streamlined position imaginable, or not position, streamlined.
If efficiency
system.
is key, efficiency in this game, all right, there is no such thing as a quote unquote wrong answer. There we go. That's the solution I had, and then we punctuate it with a repeat.
And then it just goes forever, and then you win the level.
So the idea is to make a machine that is efficient, that can turn around and do the thing in
as few steps as possible.
Now,
how does that go? The best inventors are the people that are lazy.
Yeah. So in this instance,
always hire a lazy guy because he'll find the easiest way to do something.
So the stats on this are a little skewed because I left your
my machine over there.
I left
it's
your
all
start.
fucked up.
I left your start alone.
Yeah.
So the cost, that is what it is. This last solution here, that's my solution.
Yeah.
The one with the moving arms.
Yeah.
With the piston arm.
Right.
The cycles, that is how many times, each one of these is each column here is considered a cycle. The fewer movements, the better.
Yeah.
Understanding, of course, that if you have a lot of moving parts, you can drop the cycles. However, your cost suffers because each part costs something.
Can I just appreciate something that I just saw in this menu?
Huh?
There's a fucking record GIF button.
Oh, yeah, totally.
That's awesome.
I totally have GIFs of...
That is ridiculously cool.
One of the later ones, actually, here, armor filament. You want to see something that... You want to see what it looks like to have something continue forever?
Let's load up a really endgame thing that you're working on right... What is this?
So what it does is it makes iron.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And it just repeats and goes.
Repetitious bonding that just goes on for off screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is okay. If you're an engineer or a science man, this is a game
for you.
Like, I'm looking at this and the first thing I'm thinking is entry level skill value is massively high.
Well, I also dropped you in.
This is also true.
I also just dropped you in. The tutorials actually do
a fair job at teaching you
okay. the mechanics of these. I just did for the sake of shock value.
Oh yeah, of just going sink or swim.
Just toss you in head first.
Because I just looked at it, I was like, I don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on. There is kind of an underlying story here.
Right.
I personally haven't, invested in it. So because I'm more after the actual gameplay ability to turn around and do the thing.
The puerile enjoyment of the machine, of the autonomous nature.
Right. Of the autonomous nature of the machine. Anyway, if you like this game, totally pick it up. The devs are, from what I understand, really solid. I think they also did like Hyperlight. I don't
They
remember.
did not do Hyperledger.
No, they didn't. I don't remember what all they have.
But they have a library of games of their own.
Yes, they do.
That's cool.
Highly recommend this game. If you're I picked this game up and I picked it up, and then all of a sudden it was 6 a.m.
Yeah, this is a game. Just literally looking at it, if you have a mechanical logistical mind, check it out. It looks really cool.
Anyway, guys, this was the
This episode is So I Bought.
So I Bought Opus Magnum.
Cool.
Here at the Crumple Zone.
This is a cool one. All right, folks, we'll see you in the next episode.